Okay, here we go. This is the dough balls for the paratha. This rested about 10, well, actually about 10, 15 minutes. So you roll it out. It's pretty easy. It doesn't snap back too badly, even though it's all-purpose flour. So I just roll it out sort of, I don't know what size it is, bigger than my hand. So, because really, the bigger you roll it, the more flakes you get. Oops. So this recipe that I make, my version of this, don't be a hater, I'm just making dinner. My version of this, I make 4 of these. So here we go. I've rolled it out. See, that's how big it is. You take some of your shortening, and I put a little bit of butter in. You sure don't have to. You can do just shortening. You could do shortening and oil. You could use just oil. I mean, there's a million variations. You can do lard. Oh, I don't do lard because in case I have vegetarians that are going to eat this. So, okay, there we go. So you just spread a little layer of that. I do a little tiny light layer of all-purpose flour. Oops, sorry, I moved. And then you cut it from the middle out like a pie. Okay, you see? Sorry. And then you just roll down and back up along the V. So you just roll, roll, roll. All right. And then when you get down here, you should go around the corner. Remember, it's cooking. It's not rocket science. Okay, keep rolling up. Keep rolling up. Okay, and then you take the top corner and I just tuck it in. Okay, like that. Flip it over. Okay, tuck them in. Okay. There you go. Oops, not very well tucked. There you go. Okay, so the ends are tucked in. Put it down. Give it a squash. And there you go. Now it has to sit for at least an hour. I just put it back in the bowl, all 4 of them, underneath a wet paper towel or in a plastic bag. You just really don't want these to dry out. At least an hour. The longer the better. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, so I'm probably going to leave these for a couple of hours. Anyways, that's how you do it. Okay, here we go. This is the quickie cook of the paratha. This is a kamal, if you have a tawa, whatever big flat thing you have. I rolled out one of them, one of the dough balls. Goes like that. See, it kind of fits mostly. I'm a medium-ish heat. You don't want this to go too crazy fast. So the edges are thicker just by virtue of cooking it or rolling it. So I'm going to give those a little bit of a mash down. Now there's a bunch of ways that you can mash up this dough to make it flaky. That's Walter. To make it flaky, this is just the way I do it. So give it a flip. You want it to cook all the way through, but you don't want it to be too brown and crunchy, really. So before you flip it back, so I put a little bit of plain oil on the kamal, and now just a thin coating here. Thin. Little drizzle there and a spray. You can actually use that spray too if you want. Okay, light. Perfect. And that's it. So now we just flip it a couple more times. Then we squash it all up. You'll see what I mean. And then we're going to eat it because it's delicious. Well, we're not going to eat it. I'm going to eat it. I have some leftover curry, veggie curry that I made the other day. You see, I just keep it in a Ziploc bag. It keeps it soft and yummy. Or another way is you can just wrap it up in tin foil. Let me get some. See how organized I am? Not. Okay, see it's coming nicely. Flip. So because when I rolled it up and around with all those layers of the fat in it, this gets totally flaky and yummy and delicious. There's a million ways to do it. Some people kind of squish it right here on the heat. I'm not good at that. I usually just lay it on the counter and do it. But what you can do if you want to do it here is get a spatula or something and just start mashing the bread up together like that. Isn't that weird? But what happens is it starts to break the layers apart, and then you flip it over, kill the heat because it's cooked enough now. And mash them up together. Okay, that's one option. Let me put it over here. I'm going to show you how I do it normally. Hey, come with me. Wow. Okay, what I do is I put it on a piece of tin foil or anything, and then sort of clap your hands together. Right. It's not that hot. Give it a flip. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. That's it. Now it looks like you've wrecked it, but you really haven't. I mean, it's flaky and tender. Okay, you pull it apart. It's delicate and delicious. You dip it in curry, or you use it as a scoop to pick up any kind of stew or liquid, or just eat it. It's fantastic. As I said, this is just the way I do it. It's 1.5 cups of flour. You get 4 of these things. It's just shaggy and tender and absolutely delicious. I hope you go make it.